Yay! Oh, wow. All I can say is wow. So I think there's a browser issue with my computer is what I've decided.
Okay, I just thought it was Facebook. I'm just gonna blame it on that.
Yeah, it could be. It could be because usually I'm a little bit more tech savvy than this. All right, I'm so happy that I have you. So hopefully we'll get some people to join in. But anyways, at least we'll be able to save this.
Yes, and
I
we can
hope.
post it in our group. Yes.
Yes. So I'll have you end the video and we end just so we'll make sure. But so I'll get started. I'm so excited, Courtney, to see you in person and
Yeah.
chat with you today. So as people know, we posted that we're talking about where retirees are moving. And Tennessee happens to be the #1 place. According to the US Census, 13% of retirees are moving to Tennessee. In one particular area is Johnson City. So today we're here with
Mhm.
Courtney Carr, and she has worked in real estate with Keller Williams for the past 4 years. And she is a first-year Kappa status, which is excellent, and a Rising Star Award, and high selling accolades. She's an avid volunteer in the community and a softball coach to her amazing stepdaughter, which is great. A loving wife, sister to many, and daughter of a veteran. That's also great. So thank you for their service. And she is from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which I will not tell you where that is, but that's another place where retirees are flocking to.
It
And she
is.
also, it is, right, which is kind of amazing, as well as Maine, I guess, because I think people want to go to, warmer locations
Yeah.
overall. And then she's lived in Clearwater, Florida, and now she has called East Tennessee the mountains her forever home. So quite the
Yes.
journey.
Yes. They actually label me and people like me called a halfback because I made it halfway back. So there's a lot of us folks because we're in the center of the United States. We're still considered the South, but we're at the very beginning of the South there. We're at the tip between North Carolina and Virginia and in Tennessee here. So
Okay.
made it halfway back to the north where you guys are. But still feeling that heat, even though we aren't all the way south. We definitely are south.
Yeah. No, which is nice. Yes, but it's pretty hot there today, isn't it?
Yes, this is probably, so this is my 5th summer in Tennessee, and this is the hottest it has been, I will say. We are feeling a heat index. It's going all throughout central, east, um, of America. Right now, the United States are just feeling this heat wave. I think the heat index was 106. So it
Ooh.
was warm. It was definitely warm.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. We're not experiencing that. The sun is out, but we're not experiencing that right now. Yeah. It has been, but that's typical, spring for us. So tell me, why do they call Tennessee the volunteer state?
So back in the War of 1812, Tennessee, we have a lot of patriotism, and we had the most volunteers to go to war for the United States back then. They had over 1,500 men volunteer to sign up to go fight, and it actually put Tennessee into the national spotlight because it showcased them as having really strong military and political power.
Oh
That's why
wow.
we're the volunteers. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, that's interesting. And now I was reading something about what they call the Retire Tennessee program. Now, what is that? It sounds like it must be something good. So,
Yeah, so it is a government program that they've put on. It's kind of to showcase the top communities in the rural parts of Tennessee as well as the suburban areas. And it showcases the places that have the best amenities for our retirees to come here, the proximity to hospitals, outdoor things to do, safe areas. So it has been a really good push because we have seen a lot of retirees. Actually, this week I've picked up 3 new clients who were wanting to retire here. Several of them still want to work from home and do that part-time work, but they want to retire here and this be their end game result. So
oh
it's a
wow.
really good program. And the different cities that are selected for the Retire Tennessee program, they received the AARC award, which is
Okay.
the American Association of Retirement Communities award.
Oh wow. Okay. So now where so you said you picked up three new clients this week. So where are they coming from northern states? Are they coming from like where are they coming from?
So I have one client that's coming from up your way. She's right outside of Boston.
Okay.
So she's coming from there. Her and her sister are actually moving down. They're in their 70s and 80s, so they still love the outdoors, extremely active, and that's the type of people that are coming here because they want to enjoy their lives and they don't want to be shoveling a lot of snow. So this is a fantastic area for that. We have so much outdoor activities to do, and then I had another family that was coming from the New York area,
Okay.
and they're wanting to come down and they want some acreage and they just want to live in the mountains and live their cabin dreams. So we're doing a search right now for them as well.
Oh wow. And so I assume these people they probably have come down at some point to visit Tennessee to make sure that this is where I'm sure they went to maybe different states or communities before they decided on Tennessee or
Not always. I will say,
right.
so the sisters that I'm helping, they have not been here since I think the 80s.
Oh wow.
So it's been a while, but they've done a lot of research. They're very intelligent. They're keeping a lot of the details top of mind.
Yep.
That just, if you look up our statistics of our area, you can see it's a very safe area. We have plenty of really great hospitals, a fantastic VA
Yep.
hospital. So people see those things and they're like, I love it. Like, let's do it. I don't even have to go. So let's just check out what they have to offer. That's
Wow,
good.
that's great. Um, and then what else I wanted to find out? Oh, I read the property freeze program. Is that in all counties or is that it says that they eliminate tax for 65 and older? What like is that property tax or what kind of tax is that they're eliminating?
Yes, so it is not in all areas of Tennessee yet. It is kind of a newer program, and it's been kind of rolling out from Nashville over. It was in the bigger metros. Unfortunately, we're not seeing a lot of it here yet in our side, but it's gone to like Sevier County, which is about 2 hours away from us.
Okay.
So I think we're going to see it implemented here. We have some different things that help with the property taxes that
Yep.
would, but for other parts of Tennessee, just so they're aware, the property freeze is when you purchase the property, you have to be 65 and older, and you has to be under a certain income. The income varies by county on what that level is. Um, so if you meet that criteria and you own your home here, you can do a property freeze. So no matter what your taxes in the county, if everybody else is getting a tax raise, yours will never change unless you add on to the home or do some major improvements. You will always have the same taxes, which is fantastic, and also helps because in the entirety of Tennessee, we don't have the state income taxes. So that
Hmm.
goes towards, helping your retirement and going into that. You don't have to worry about those taxes as well. So
So another reason why someone from Massachusetts would want to go down to Tennessee
yes,
to retire,
absolutely.
which is great. So now you're in the Johnson City area, correct? So what can
Yes.
you tell us about Johnson City? Because Johnson City, I read from livability.com that it was the top 100 places to live in 2018. They won that accolade. So I was
Yeah.
curious. So what can you tell us about all the great things about Johnson City?
So Johnson City is a fantastic place to live. When you get here, like I said, I moved here from Florida. So every day when I drive, I still go, wow, every day. Because you go over right outside my office here, there's mountain views. You have mountain views surrounding you. It's kind of like we're in a fishbowl surrounded by the mountains. So we don't get the terrible weather. Except right now, it's really hot, but and most of the year we have really great weather. If we get snow, it's just a light snow,
Mhm.
and it doesn't get into like the negatives barely ever. It's just a really fantastic place to live, and it's good to live for all ages, which is nice. We have in downtown Johnson City, we have fantastic parks that are really well taken care of. The people here really love where they live, so that really shows through. You have, parks and grounds taken care of. We don't have trash everywhere. People pick up after themselves and they take care of it because they love it, and you can really, really see that. And that's, I think, one of my favorite aspects of living here, because coming from, a big city up north, it's a lot different. Um, you can see it's a family environment. We also have a big college, ETSU, East Tennessee State University. So there's a lot of pride in our college and really great programs there. So you have all the hospitals right there surrounding the college, plenty of places to eat, and we're just constantly growing. We're only 45 minutes, or if you're down to, sorry, a little bit more, about an hour towards Asheville, North Carolina. So we're right next to that border. Asheville's fantastic. So you have a plethora of places to eat and hang out, explore, and just have a really just enjoyable life.
Yeah. So you said it's like the lakes region there too, right? So lakes and mountains. Yeah.
We have 3 major lakes here. One is in Elizabethton area. It's called Watauga Lake. It's going closer to the North Carolina border. It's actually one of the top, or the cleanest in the state of Tennessee, cleanest lakes. And it's one of those like widespread lakes that are just surrounded by mountains. So no matter where you are out there, it's just gorgeous and awe-striking. Closer to Johnson City, we have Boone Lake, which is kind of it twists and turns kind of like a river, but it's a really fun lake to go out on the boat and jet skis, and there's some restaurants right around it that people have a good time. And then the third lake here is called South Holston Lake, and that is towards the Bristol area. So it's another gorgeous lake that's surrounded by mountains. So all of them are really beautiful and well kept.
Yeah, well, I can tell you love it. Your eyes light up, and it sounds like you're really loving being in Tennessee and everything it has to offer. And what else? What about retirees if they wanted to do part-time work? I know some people say, "Oh, I retired," but then they want to do something. Are there opportunities for them to get involved in the community or to do part-time work?
Absolutely. I will say, like, even just if you don't want to fully work and you just want to volunteer just on your own time, there's so many volunteer programs just in our area. And we have kind of a range of our retirees who move here, because there's, with the 2020 boom of work from home, a lot of people are like, I can part-time work from home and still technically, retire and then just pick this up. But then we have such expansive ideas for our area, because we've really blown up. We're called one of like the COVID towns, because we blew up during COVID. Like I think people found our area. Or a Zoom town, I'm sorry, because everyone was on Zoom during COVID. So there's a lot of jobs here, and there's we're not slowing down. Knoxville, which is about 2.5 hours from us, was rated as recession proof. So it is something that we're seeing, that we will most likely be a protected area during those times, because people are flocking here to enjoy life and keep our economy booming as it has been.
Okay. Now, so tell me, what's the average price of a single family home in the area? What can people expect to get? Like, what's the average price, and what can you get for that money?
So right now, it's different in different areas because we are so expansive, where you'll have a mountain less than an hour away and be in the middle of nowhere. But in Johnson City, in Washington County, we're looking at about a $300,000 median home sale price, which is usually around a 3-bed, 2-bath, and about an acre is what you're looking at. We have a lot of communities that, you'll have smaller lots if you're not looking for a large property to take care of, or you're looking to downsize. There's still a lot of properties that are under 200,000.
Yep.
Some of those you'll probably be looking to fix up a little bit. They're not 100% move-in ready, but they're not falling apart or anything like that. So we have a wide range for wherever your price range is, and there's still things to find, and it's a lot of affordable living here.
No, so that's great. And an acre of land, you can't get that here. So that's wonderful. You know, so I can see why it's why people are coming down there. The affordability, the
Yes.
beautiful setting, the lakes and the mountains. And then what's the weather, like the year-round weather? Like, what do you like what's a winter like? What's a winter like in Tennessee?
So like I said, it's so different here because of the humidity. So every year that I've lived here has been a little bit different. And
Yep.
sometimes it will start getting a little chilly in October, but then we'll have a warm November. And then going into the winter months, we may get a few light dustings. One year, like last year, we only had a couple light dustings. And then this year, we had a few good snows, which good snows to you guys are like 4 or 5 feet probably. Ours is like under a foot. So, but that's a lot of snow for us here,
Right.
because we are a mountainous region. You know, we're touching the Smokies and the Appalachian Mountains coming down, and so there's still a lot of region. The Appalachian Trail actually comes right through our region. Um, so people are on it all year. So a lot of people actually, I think, start down here at the beginning of the year. So that kind of tells you how the weather is. And then when they get up to you guys' region up in Maine, it's warmed up finally enough that it's not freezing. So it is a gorgeous area though.
Yeah, it sounds it. So what else would you like to tell us about Johnson City? I think you pretty much
Um,
covered a lot.
We did cover a lot. I mean, like I said, I really, really love it here. And everyone that I've helped to move here and been fortunate to come in contact with us love the area. It's, like I said, not only like the college town, it's also family oriented. And it's geared to everyone's aspect. We have a really large growing community here of people who are empty nesters. So maybe their kids just left the house, or um, they are just finally being able to move out of their area because their kid just finished college, and they're just taking an adventure here. And we are seeing many, many people, which is, I think, expanding on our growth. We've had 3 or 4 new huge restaurants come into the Johnson City area. Um, and so it's a really, really nice just place that's enjoyable, because you'll run into like a lot of towns that, you know, they may have the history because it's a very old town. You know, Al Capone used to live here, and it's just has so much history and character and charm, but it also is new and fresh. So it has that good mixture that just makes people want to come back if they visit. So I think that's a huge telltale sign that it's a good place to live.
Oh yeah, definitely. So let me say, I have a random question here about food. Is Tennessee known for any, what's like our typical dish or what have you? Like, in Boston, we have Boston baked beans. Is Tennessee known for anything that's different or unique?
I think I will say, so my husband is born and raised here, and I have a Southern mother-in-law, very Southern mother-in-law. And I will say, I think the fixins, the side dishes, is really more what they're geared towards, because they love some sides. So we love like breaded okra. Or for breakfast, there's a lot of biscuits and gravy. So there's a lot. My husband likes soup, beans, and cornbread, which I had never heard of until I moved here. Someone eating that. He loves it. It's his favorite. So it's a lot of just good cooking. They lived off of beans and different things for a long time here.
Yeah.
But I think cornbread's probably the biggest one, to be honest. It's good. Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing. Everyone likes, I don't know anyone who doesn't like cornbread, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. We have a lot of
Yeah.
barbecue, I would say. People love
Yes.
barbecue. Yes.
Yes, I'm sure, right? Well, it sounds like a wonderful place. You did a great job describing it, and I can
Thank
see
you.
why people would want to move there. It's very affordable, which is, something hard to find, especially up north. So I get it. I see why people are coming there. So how would someone get in touch with you, Courtney?
So you can give me a call at 423-218-2864, or you can email me. It's Courtney without a U, Courtney Carr at kw.com. And I am happy to help anyone who even just has some questions. I can refer you to the Retired Tennessee Guide. There's a lot more details. And if you don't want to particularly move to Johnson City in Tennessee, Tennessee, was #1 in total to move.
Mhm.
So we have a very large state, and I know many people across the state. So I'd be happy to help you and connect you to your right place to live.
All right, that sounds great. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I'm glad we got this figured out. And now
Yes.
hopefully the video stays and we can keep it on Facebook.
Okay. Hopefully, we'll see.
All right. Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.